once again for a new lesson. The lesson of today is about reflexive pronouns. In this lesson, we are going to learn reflexive pronouns and how it functions and where we can place it, and we will see also some exercises and correction of these exercises. Stay with us. Okay, first of all, we are going to start with this table: subject pronouns and reflexive pronouns. We have subject pronouns here because it makes it easier for us to know the reflexive pronouns. Okay, subject pronouns, as you have already seen it with me in a lesson of subject pronouns, but we are going to repeat it today for understanding more reflexive pronouns. So we start with singular: I, you, she, he, it. The singular of reflexive pronouns: myself, yourself, herself, himself, itself. Plural of subject pronouns: we, you, they. Plural of reflexive pronouns: ourselves, yourselves, themselves. So myself refers to I, yourself refers to you, herself refers to she, himself refers to he, itself refers to it. Ourselves refers to we, yourself refers to you, themselves refers to they. So wherever you find the subject I, immediately you will find myself. So it doesn't work to see I go to school with yourself. No, I go to school with myself. Clear? And that's what we are going to see in the next how to place reflexive pronouns. It is very important to know where and how to place the reflexive pronouns in the sentence. So let's see. Reflexive pronoun comes at the end of sentence. Okay, at the end of sentence. You will never see reflexive pronouns at the beginning of the sentence, and it can come after prepositions. Okay, it can come after prepositions. Let's see examples. I can do it by myself. I can do it by myself. So I can, I subject pronoun, and myself, it comes at the end of the sentence. It is a reflexive pronouns. Let's see second example. She bears all the problems by herself. She bears all the problems by herself. Okay, herself refers to she, and herself here, it comes at the end of sentence, as you see. Let's see another example. He writes a letter to himself. Again, we have the reflexive pronoun at the end of the sentence, and we have he. Of course, we will have himself immediately. Listen to yourself. Listen to yourself. Here you have imperative. Okay, so and we have the preposition to, and we have yourself reflexive pronoun. So reflexive pronoun here comes after a preposition to. Depend on yourself. Depend on yourself. So here again we have a preposition on, and we have a reflexive pronoun yourself that is come that it comes after preposition. Why do we use reflexive pronouns? So let's see, why do we can use reflexive pronouns? What is the function of reflexive pronouns? So we use reflexive pronouns to replace the subject and its action. So it replaces the subject, okay, and its action. What does that means? Means the subject does the action and the reflexive pronouns precedes this action. We will see the example. Sarah does her homework by herself. Sarah does her homework by herself. So subject here is a Sarah. Okay, what does Sarah do? She does her homework. Okay, who helps Sarah to do her homework? No one, by herself. Okay, Sarah does her homework by herself, لوحدها أو لنفسها، لا أحد يساعدها. Okay, we will see another example. You should depend on yourself. You should depend on yourself. Okay, so here we have subject you. Okay, immediately when we have you are going to put yourself, okay, in our reflexive pronoun. You should depend on yourself, not on another person. Okay, so عليك أن تعتمد على نفسك. Okay, you should depend on yourself, not on anyone else. Good. So I will repeat again. Sarah does her homework by herself. You should depend on yourself. Okay, here we have on preposition, and also in the first example we have preposition by. But what is important and what you have to know is the reflexive pronoun comes at the end of the sentence. يأتي في آخر الجملة ويأتي وراءه أو يأتي بعد الحرف الجر، حروف الجر preposition by, on, to إلى آخره. To understand more. Okay, exercises. Put the reflexive pronouns in a correct place. Okay, ضع reflexive pronouns in a correct place. She stays at home by. So I will let you some seconds to answer. Think very well. She. So we have here the subject. She stays at home by herself. Okay, I give you the answer. By herself. Okay. We will see too. He cares of. He cares of. He cares of. So here we have he. We have subject he. So be careful. Don't answer before you think well. He cares of. Okay. We will see number 3. They depend on. They depend on. So here we have the subject what? Subject they. Which subject we have here? We have they. So before answering the exercise or the sentence or giving the answer, you have to see the subject first. Okay, when you see the subject helps you to find a correct answer or a correct reflexive pronoun. This is very important. The subject is very important to know it first. If you don't know the subject, you are not going to give a correct answer. So the subject here is they. So what is the reflexive pronoun of they? We will see in a correction, of course. 4. Do your homework by. Do your homework by. Listen, we don't have a subject here. We don't have a clear subject, but we have your homework. Your homework, which means I'm talking to you. Okay, I'm talking to you. Do your homework by your. Okay, I will see you think and give a correct answer. Okay, 5. I will bear all these boxes by. I will bear all these boxes by. So I have here, which subject I have here? I have I. The subject I. I will bear all these boxes by. Okay, we will see the answer here in the correction. So, correction for 1, we have she stays at home by herself. She stays at home by herself. Very clear. Why? Because we have she. We have subject she. So immediately we are going to put herself. Because we have she, we are going to put herself. Clear? So we have to memorize the subject pronoun first and then its reflexive pronoun. Okay, subject pronoun and its reflexive pronoun. So we have she, immediately herself. In the second sentence, we have he cares of himself. He, himself. He, himself. Immediately. He cares of who? Himself. Okay, we cannot say he cares of themselves. No, we can't say he cares of her. يعني يعتني بها أو يعتني بهم. He cares of them. Okay, but we cannot say he cares of themselves. No, it doesn't work. It is not correct at all. We have to say he cares of himself. يعتني بنفسه. So for that reason we say that reflexive pronoun refers to the subjects, its subject. It has a relationship between him and the subject. Himself, he. Herself, she. Okay, we'll see the correction of number 3. They depend on, of course we have they, we will write themselves and then immediately, without thinking. Okay, we are not going to think. They depend on themselves. They depend on themselves because we have they. Number 4. Do your homework by yourself. Do your homework by yourself. Why yourself here? Either we don't have a subject, ليس لدينا يعني الفاعل, but we have to know the subject by the context. Here we have your. Your is a possessive adjective. We saw this lesson too. I don't know if we say it or no, but we are going to say it again, inshallah, if you don't say it. So do your homework by yourself. Even we don't have the subjects, okay, that helps us to find the reflexive pronouns, but we can know the subject by the context. And also we have here the adjective possessive, which means your, it means you. Your homework, it means you. So do your homework اعمل أو افعل واجباتك بنفسك. 5. I will bear all these boxes by myself, because we have subject I. Okay, we have subject I, we will say myself. So we have I hope you understand the lesson, and I ask you to revise the table, okay, the first table that we have just seen. With revision and practice, you will of course memorize this table. Thank you very much. We will meet again for a new lesson. Don't forget to subscribe and put a like if you like this lesson, because if you put the like, you encourage me to do more lessons. Thank you. Goodbye.